Hey there, Chris Roberts of Productions here. Excited to announce ClutchEdit version 1.0. This is an editor and sample manager for the WMD Clutch HiHat eurorack module. This app is available for free both on Macintosh and Windows, and you can build it on Linux since it's open source. Anyway, so the module itself comes with an SD card, which allows you to modify a variety of parameters, as well as store 8 banks of 16 pairs of open-closed hi-hat samples. Both of these things are great. They allow you to all this customization, but from a user perspective, there might be some road bumps in there for you. So with a text file, if you're editing it, you might accidentally delete a line, you might accidentally put a value, something that's outside of the range it's supposed to be. Then there's some options that are multiple choice, and instead of having the text for that, you have to put in the number for the choice you want. So this kind of handles all of that. We can see that the value constraint that I talked about, so what is the maximum value you can get out of this field? So we'll just use a scroll wheel, scroll up. We can only go to 3 and 0.5. If I were to try to set this outside of the bounds, it's constrained to that bound. So that's great. For the multiple choice kind of things, we get these pop-ups. We can easily switch them around and know what we're doing super easy. So we don't have to worry about messing up the text file at all. We don't have to worry about putting bad configuration stuff in for the clutch. And so yeah, we've got the patterns as well as those settings. This is part of the INI file, and the effects are part of the INI file. Again, we can see we got these nice pop-ups that allow us to do this kind of stuff. For the samples, we have to have the samples have the right names, be in the right folders, and be in the right format. So this handles all of that with a drag and drop. You can drag and drop a sample onto any of these places here, and it will be auto-converted from a variety of audio file formats and renamed and put in the right place. And you have Audition, so we can do all our auditioning there. This is a non-destructive editor too, so all of these changes that I make, including something like deleting files, these are not actually done to the background of things until we click the Save button. So what that allows us to do is either per item, so I can say on this item only I want to revert that, or this edited field that I have over here, I wanted to revert that. Or we could do it as a whole. So let's just go and edit a bunch of stuff here real quick. We'll delete a few more samples just for fun. And then we'll go to the Tools menu, and we can just say Revert. Now everything's back to as it was before. In a similar way, if we make changes and we forget to save them, we'll be warned about it. So we'll just change a value here, and we'll go ahead and we'll try to open another file. But when we do that, we're warned. You can continue, meaning you're going to go to the open dialog and you'll lose your changes, or you can cancel and go back and save. So that's a great feature. So that's about it. It's a super straightforward. The content on the SD card is really straightforward, so this gives us just a much safer and robust way to edit that information. The last thing is, on an upcoming release, I will be adding some sample editing capabilities down here. If you're familiar with my other two apps in the space as well, there's one called A8 Manager for the assimilator and one called Squid Manager for the Squid sample. Those have manager names because you can manage different banks and presets and stuff like this, where the clutch is much more straightforward, so I just called it an editor. But in any case, those two editors have nice little waveform editors for setting up their loop points and stuff like that. So I'll bring that into this app here, so you'll be able to take let's say a file that contains multiple hits, and you can chop in the editor that piece for a single hit and assign it to one of these slots. So that's about it. This will be available on my website where I distribute these. I'll include that link in this video and in a bunch of social media posts, and look forward to getting you guys feedback on this and hearing what you think about it. So yeah, enjoy.